And hello YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of the Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host Jonathan, and once again bringing you my thoughts and movie review for the brand new Denzel Washington film, Dakota Johnson film, Equalizer 3, starring Denzel Washington, of course. Alright, so this is the third film, no spoilers here. If you have not seen this, go check it out for yourself. So, short synopsis about this film. You have Denzel's character just trying to be retired. Something happens where it kind of gets him back into duty, as we all know what he does. And things go from there where he starts to have to deal with basically some cartel people. And, you know, he's chilling in Italy. This is in the trailers. Chilling in Italy, just trying to enjoy life. Bad guys show up, and he's got to deal with it. Okay. So, now that I've talked about this, let me be completely honest with you. I like the Equalizer movies. I really do. I think, first of all, the first two are great. Like really great. In my opinion, better than the Taken movies. I like the Taken movies. Don't get me wrong. But, you know, they start to get to a point where it's like, they try to, all these, films like Equalizer, Taken, these, action movies where these one guys are like one-man army, like, Swiss Army knife people, or even if John Wick, they get to a certain moment where it's like, okay, it's starting to get a little bit repetitive. But when John Wick is a little different. It keeps it fresh, keeps it going. Where the other movies, by the third movie, it starts to get to the point where it's like, where are they going in their character's life, So for Denzel's character, I wanted to know, like, okay, what is he to do now? What's left? Is there any big threats that can actually take him out, And that's why I don't like the third Taken film. Because, at the time the third one comes out, Liam Neeson's character is pretty much unstoppable. He's already beating everybody. And the same thing with John Wick. John Wick, except for John Wick, when John Wick does his thing, you feel like, oh man, he can get killed right now. But he pushes himself, and that's how a character is supposed to be moving. If you're gonna tell me a character has these skills and, all these, combat skills and shooting skills, whatever you call it, show me that they could be threatened to be taken down. I didn't get that for this film. I did not get that in this one. Because in the first two Equalizer films, I'm like, all right, Denzel, he knows how to handle himself. He gets into little squabbles here and there, but he can still handle himself. Now especially in the second one, there was moments in that film I thought, okay, maybe he might die in this film, and we not even get a third one. Now we're in the third one. I'm watching. It's more story than action, but then when the action comes, it kind of just happens in a blink of an eye. It's like, that was cool, but I want to see more. Where's the rest? Like, look, so I'm telling you right now, this is not like a John Wick film where it's all action every 5 seconds. Or good fight scenes is going to last like 10, 15 minutes. Denzel comes in, does his thing, and he's out. That's exactly what this movie is. Now, granted, I mean, it is Denzel Washington. We can give him a pass on that. But I kind of wanted to see a little bit more. Put him in the back of a corner where he's got to do something that he's never done before. Give me something like that. Give me something where you're like, oh man, I don't know if I can do this, but I gotta push myself to do it. Kind of like what John Wick does. Every time I see John Wick in a situation, he's always in the back in the corner, and he ends up pushing himself to defeat the enemy. Denzel just comes in. I'm retired. Uh-oh, trouble. Takes care of it in 2 seconds, and it's over. I'm like, what? But what can you do? The Equalizer movies are just fun little popcorn films. The third one has a little slow start. There's some more talking than action. But when the action does pick up, it is gruesome. I'll give it that. Not super like Deadpool gruesome, but more like that's gonna hurt kind of gruesome. Not a lot of you don't see a lot of blood, but you get that tension of seeing, like, oh man, I can feel his pain. I can feel like if let's say somebody got stabbed or something, it's like, ooh, I can feel that pain, like blood is gonna come out, kind of feel, So you have that in the film. And honestly, I was really also excited for Dakota Fanning to come back because I always liked her as an actor. Her character was a complete waste in this movie. Not that the character, the character does have a tie-in to the other movies, and that's fine. It's just that I felt like they could have just given her more, or got another actor to play it. Because I kind of feel like they kind of hyped this movie, saying that, oh, Dakota Johnson and Denzel are gonna team up again, kind of like how they did in Man of Fire. Back then, she was a kid, and he had to protect her. Great film, go watch it if you've never seen it. And I thought they were gonna like a team up kind of thing, like okay, I can see that. We didn't get that. We kind of got a little bit of it, but not too much. But what can you do? She was there, she did her thing, and that's pretty much it was. It also kind of felt like it just happens. Like the movie just starts and then it just ends. Even though when it had its dragging moments, it still felt a little kind of rushed. I felt like the director, I think it was, I forgot the director's name. I feel like he had like one day to do this movie. Hey, you got one day to make this film. Okay, so rush it. Yeah, I feel like he rushed it in my opinion. But look, like I said, I love the first two Equalizers. The third one to me kind of fell off a little bit. But I love Denzel. I love whatever he does. You know, he's always going to be great. He makes these movies fun, especially the way he moves in the movie. You know, he doesn't move like a John Wick per se, but the way he moves so sophisticated in a way where like normal people will probably react, who's supposed to be calm in certain situations, who don't show off their supposed skills. But as a whole, it was just okay. But now that the franchise is officially over, I am looking forward to see what Denzel's going to do next. So, yeah, give it a shot. If you want to check it out. If you don't like it, that's cool. If you like it, awesome. So, leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about this movie. Are you guys excited for the new Equalizer? Did you guys already see it? What's your favorite Denzel Washington film? And, yeah, leave a comment below. Let me know. Thank you very much, and have a good day.